everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for August 19th, 2014. So I'll draw Gillian Kemp Tree Magic and Moon cards. The Judas Tree, Seduction. We've never had this card before, I don't think. It says, your own passion may cause you suffering. Keep alert to what is not yet in sight. Danger can be avoided. So, okay, your own passion may cause you suffering. Keep alert to what is not in sight. Danger can be avoided. The Judas Tree, Seduction. Okay, so we have Amida, which is forgiveness or protection, and little spirit angel, and Tang we keep getting. And Betsia Arcana, and I'm going to draw some more cards here. Maybe another tree magic at the end too. Okay, and Snowball. And Kung. Okay. So, okay. I think this seduction really has to do with getting drawn into the drama. So it's like, whatever your addiction is to stop the pain. And often we'll have a behavior or, really it's just about a behavior or maybe even a relationship or something to stop the pain. So, this is about kind of being balanced and being okay with ourselves and everything as it's presenting itself to us. And we might not be able to see the full picture. And that's usually the case, when something's really upsetting to us that drives us into a negative behavior or a negative relationship. That Band-Aid that stops us from feeling our vulnerability and stops that power from flowing through us when we kind of clog ourselves up with illusion and start to kind of go off track because we're not clear and we're not really connected to ourselves and our true nature and really with what the truth is, despite the illusion, despite what's kind of causing us to feel bad, because we shouldn't feel bad. We just need to keep looking for information. And so Amida here is all about we need to figure out if we trust somebody, if they're trustworthy. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just going to continue on. That was my good girlfriend who just stopped by. I haven't seen her in a couple days. I missed Saturday market, so she's like, where were you? But anyway, so yes, onto the reading. The card Amida, she represents, measuring, having our conversations and protecting ourselves and accepting what is and really seeing clearly what is outside of us, what is in front of us, and being clear on who the person actually is. And then based on who they are, we either, have to protect ourselves and figure out a way to eliminate them from our lives or distance ourselves from these people to protect ourselves, or we just need to accept who they are and then be okay with that. So this is about finding the right distance from people, and really being okay with whatever we need to do for ourselves and for themselves, and even, if there's toxic relationships or relationships that are not good, it's really not good if you surrender your life to these people and become their slave. It's not good for them, because they're not really able to gain their own authentic power, and the whole relationship is just really negative for them. It's almost like that addiction, something to heal the pain, to not feel the pain. So we need everybody to be strong in their own authentic power, and not be using people for inauthentic power, but also not be sacrificing ourselves so that we don't feel pain. So really finding out who people are and allowing everybody to have their life based on who they are, where nobody's laying down and giving themselves over to somebody else. That's just an unhealthy power thing. So it looks like we need to make a decision on how to measure and cut, or measure and distance. Maybe it's no distance at all. I mean, maybe we need to totally, eliminate someone, or find that right distance that's going to work for our lives. What is healthy and functioning for our lives? And so we need to make that decision, and then once that decision is made, things will snowball. But we really need to wake up to the situation and not be seduced into the band-aids, seduced into the addictive problems. And actually the snake, it can be for healing, but usually when I see snakes in dreams, I have a lot of dreams with snakes, and it's like, really, really nasty kind of infestations in my life, where these people are putting their energy, trying to get their energy into my world, and and a lot of times it dreams of my chickens being attacked by snakes, and that's just really about these nasty energies sneaking in and taking a part of your life down, a part of your being down. So it's like, just really be careful of what is coming into your life, or what's trying to come into your life, or maybe even coming into your life through other people. And I get that a lot. If you're associated with a group of people and there's a couple bad apples, it will come through, even if you're not friends with those bad apples, or those bad apples are not in your life directly, indirectly through your other associations that are connected to these people, these like lines of kind of power or association. I mean, there is some indirect association that is hurting you and bothering you and destroying your life. I mean, what you really have to do is cut all ties if there's leaks through people from somebody else. So it's really about being tight in your life on what you're allowing to be a part of your reality, or be influencing on your reality and influencing your life. And what are those influences? Because sometimes even if it's not direct, indirectly things can really hurt you. They can destroy your life indirectly. So on this side we have being strong and stable in making the most of our lives, where we're creating our own memories and surrounding ourselves with what we want to be around. And this is really about in that, navigating anything that might be negative or lower or darker. We can sense it and feel it and navigate that and keep it outside a lot of times we don't have to look at things to heal them. We can heal something just by realizing that there's something there. We don't have to look into it. It can just heal anyway. And that's a very common thing that happens in healing, where you can just get the healing without even going there. Just the fact that you know that there's something there that's not great, just that awareness, and you ask for it to leave, and it leaves, and there's no hurt in the process. It's like whatever's there, it can go, and as soon as you're aware that it's there, you can get it to go, and you don't have to go into it or feel it or anything. It's just like a simple removal of a problem or a negative thing. So this is about really staying in the positive and keeping your life strong and stable, and just simply removing anything negative that is, coming into your reality or hurting you in some way. You just realize that, oh, this is not good. We remove this, and it's a very simple, it can be a very simple process without any pain involved. It's just instant renewal, instant healing. So, and then we have Kung in the middle here, who, this is about that interdependence and that independence and that simple lifestyle where you're really connected to nature and really connected to the universe and connected to the people around you in the right ways. And this is the kind of the deepest community life you could have with others, where your community relationships are very honest and pure and real, and that also carries over into your intimate life, where your relationship with the universe is very honest and pure and real. So, I want to just say this side is a confirmation that this is beyond the seduction, and this is like kind of navigating around it, or past it, and on this side we have really discernment and seeing things and making the right decisions and allowing the positive to take off, and not, it says danger can be avoided. Don't let those like snakes come into your reality and get to you, or get to parts of you, or to things that you love, or things that are sacred and special to you. You really want to catch all those little wormholes and worms coming in. You want to keep that stuff outside of you, and realize where it's coming from, if it's coming in, and making sure that is eliminated from your experience in your life and your being. So it says, keep alert to what is not yet in sight. Danger can be avoided. Your passion may cause you suffering. So, I want to say, I don't think that anyone watching this video is going to go off in a negative passion where you're going into self-destructive behavior or self-destructive relationships. But, realize that if for some reason you encounter danger or something is overwhelming, whatever you do, stand guard, stand strong. Don't, know that you can handle it and eliminate it from your reality. Simply just remove it. And it doesn't have to hurt. You can just remove it and be strong like that. And don't fall into anything because it's a way to not deal with something. We need to deal with what presents. We can't ignore it. We need to pay attention. It says keep alert, pay attention. Don't let something take you over. Don't let something, get into your life and make a mess. You need to be aware and alert if there's something negative in your reality, or coming at you or trying to be a part of you or your reality, and just simply be aware and alert, and don't allow it to happen. And because if you allow it to happen, you're going to go on this like unconscious downward spiral, and there's just no, and then everything's going to get worse, because if you let it happen once, it's going to happen again and again and again and again. And how do you, it's like that, you start to go the wrong direction. So this is really about, and Snowball is about choosing that right direction and going strong in that right direction, because snowballs can be fun. You can have a lot of fun in the snow playing around with snowballs, and they can also hurt. You can throw ice balls, you can hurt people with snowballs. So you want to make sure that when you're playing with those snowballs, that it's fun and light and with good intentions. And those snowballs do have a reference to magic. The snow is something that is magical in nature, where it really transforms our world temporarily. It has this kind of world-altering effect with the snow. And it is, whenever it snows, it does feel magical. I mean, it's just like this beautiful light fluff stuff, falling from the sky, and the way it falls, it's just like this magical presence. So if you have a bad magical, everything that we do is magical, really. I mean, it's funny, people talk about witchcraft in Africa or something. They're like, oh, what, people believe in witchcraft, stupid. But you know what? This is just a natural part of humanity, is that we do have mental power with other human beings, and it's always a power play. And I came home to United States after being in Africa and realized, oh my God, all of these people are practicing witchcraft and no one's aware of it. And people were doing what is considered witchcraft in Africa, but because it's not considered and no one's paying attention to it, it was like went unnoticed. When really, if you take any African and stick them in America, they're going to say, oh my gosh, people are the things that people are doing psychologically and, psychically and mentally to one another, it's out of control, because they're watching it and paying attention to it. And then, America says, oh, no, that stuff is not real and doesn't, and the thing is it's happening whether you're aware of it or not, so people, our normal day-to-day life has magical effects. We have magical effects on one another all the time, whether we realize it or not. And to understand that we are magical beings, and that what we perceive people as, and how we interact with people, and what we, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually project onto people, it influences. And we need to realize that all of these influences are powerful. Whether they're good or they're bad, they're powerful. And so we need to really acknowledge what's negative and bad, and connect with that good and that positive, so that we don't have those worms or those snakes coming into our lives and, killing our chickens or killing our world off in some way. So, anyway, I hope all of that is clear with the way the psychism really kind of influences us, whether we want it to or not. I mean, we're constantly being influenced whether we're aware of it or not. So it's just about, it's not about belief systems. It's about what's happening to your mind, what's happening to your emotions, what's happening to your life. Just be aware of what is making you feel strong and positive and good, or weak and negative and lousy, and we don't want to be taking those quick fixes and not changing the situation. We need to look at the underlying situation. Why do we try and cover up pain? Why do we try and cover up sadness? Or why do we try and cover up things that we're uncomfortable with? It's not about covering that up. It's about really dealing with the underlying issue of what's hurting us, what's causing our pain, and what's really taking away from our life. But again, on the high note, we can make our life whatever we want in our sweet emotions and our happiness of our heart. We can create our inner experience and create what we want around us, and take in from the experiences around us and the world around us what we want, and then we don't have to take what we don't want. And then this is really about this building that strong network and that connections with the positive things in life, and the positive parts of the universe, and really being strong in that. And then just not to worry. You can, when you have these two, all of this is navigatable. You can navigate the lower energies and mysteries, and just be aware that they're there, and bypass them and not get into them, and just realize they're aware and keep them separate from you, and continue to keep your safe place in your world, in your life, where you're grounded and cared for by earth and the nature around you. So okay, well, I hope that everybody got what they needed out of this. We're almost out of time. I'm going to draw one more card. The Tree of Heaven Aspiration. So it says, aim high. Gifts of heaven will be granted to you. Dream, plan, and believe. And there you go. The Tree of Heaven. And that's what this is all about. We can be strong, even if we have to navigate stuff. We can be really strong to do that. And then on this side, we need to make our adjustment and head in the way we want things to snowball. So we allow everything to snowball from our decisions and our distances and connections with one another. And then on this side, everything is real solid. We keep it tight. So all our connections, all our networking, both in the physical world and in the mental, emotional world, are solid. And anything outside, Bhatia Arcana has the ability to navigate the mysteries and really be beyond it and know it without even knowing it, sensing it without having to. Okay, sorry, I ran out of time. Or no, actually the camera overheated. Anyway, so I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today. Just aim high, and anything negative, just, you don't have to go into it. You can just remove it. So I hope that everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.